Bats are the only mammals that possess true, flapping wings and the ability to fly, as opposed to flying lemurs, for example, which glide. Bats' wing membrane, the patagium, an extension of the skin of the back and belly, provides a high degree of maneuverability in flight. Wingspans vary widely, ranging from over 5 feet, 1.5 meters, in the large flying fox to as little as 6 inches, 15 centimeters, in the hog-nosed bat. Over half the species echolocate to capture prey and to navigate at night. Chiroptera is a huge order that comprises nearly 1/4 of all mammal species and is exceeded only by rodents in terms of species numbers. Bats are common in tropical and temperate habitats worldwide but are not found in environments that are too cold to support a source of food, such as the polar regions. Perhaps the most distinctive feature of bats is their wings, which are formed from a double layer of skin stretched between the side of the body and the 4 elongated fingers on each hand. Blood vessels and nerves run between these 2 layers. Extra support is required for the arms to be used as wings, and this is provided by features such as fused vertebrae, flattened ribs, and a strong collarbone. The sternum, breastbone, has a central ridge to which the large muscles used in the downward stroke of the wing are attached. A short, clawed thumb is present in most species at the point where the fingers join, and a cartilaginous spur, the calcar, on the inside of the ankle joint assists in spreading the tail membrane. All microchiropterans echolocate. When used in flight, this navigation system makes them formidable hunters. Sounds, clicks, are produced in the larynx, emitted through the nose or mouth, and directed or focused by the nose leaf, if present. Once the clicks have reflected off an object, the returning echo is picked up via the bat's sensitive ears. The time it takes to receive the echo reveals the size and location of anything in the bat's path. Many bats eat insects. Some species forage for them among shrubs and trees, while others skim the surface of the forest canopy to catch higher flying insects. A single bat may eat hundreds of mosquitoes in one night, thereby lessening the incidence of malaria in other animals. Several bats eat fruits, and some use their long tongue to feed on pollen and nectar. Vampire bats use their sharp teeth to make a small incision in the skin of an animal while it sleeps and then drink the blood. Carnivorous bats prey on lizards and frogs. Fish-eating bats use the hooked claws on their powerful feet to capture fish. Bats often gather in great numbers at a single site, which may be a cave, the roof of an old building, or a hollow tree. All roosting sites must provide a resting place that offers protection from predators, the heat of the sun, the low temperatures of winter, hibernating roosts, and rain. Formerly, the daytime roosts or camps of this flying fox contained more than 500 individuals. Due to habitat loss through storm damage and human intervention, and also local hunting for food, the species currently numbers just a few hundred in the wild. Several centers, however, have established successful captive breeding programs. At night, the bats forage in dry woodland for fruits of various trees such as tamarinds, rose apples, mangoes, palms, and figs. Like many other fruit bats, they squeeze out the juices and soft pulp, rarely swallowing the harder parts. Observations in captivity show that each dominant male gathers a harem of up to 10 females, with which he roosts and mates. Subordinate and immature males tend to roost in another part of the camp. A compact face and relatively large ears identify the 4 plicatous species of Old World bats. The fur is usually brownish-gray, the face darker. This species takes a variety of insects, including moths and beetles, carrying the meal to a perch to eat. Its other habits are typical of small, insect-eating bats, with winter hibernation in caves, mines, and cellars. This diminutive bat, with its head and body smaller than a human thumb, is widespread in woods and scrub, yet the species is at risk. Its underground, winter hibernation sites, such as deep caverns, have been disturbed, as have summer-day roosts in tree holes, caves, chimneys, and mine shafts. Domestic cats take a heavy toll, and destruction of woods and hedges has reduced the availability of its prey of small flying insects. The lesser horseshoe is one of the smallest of the 62 species of horseshoe bats. Widespread and adaptable, these fruit and leaf-eating bats are sometimes so common that they reach pest status and damage farm crops. They are also the only fruit bat species to use the high-pitched clicks of echolocation, like smaller insectivorous bats. Consequently, the Egyptian rousette, also known as the Egyptian fruit bat, can find its way around and roost in dark caves, rather than sleeping in trees like other fruit bats. Daubentins is one of about 87 species in the widespread bat genus Myotis, little brown or mouse-eared bats. It flutters 34 to 62 feet, 1 to 2 meters, above water to catch flying insects by mouth or in the pouch of its curled wing or tail membrane, hence its other name of water bat. It also skims the surface and grabs small fish in its large back feet. By day, this bat roosts in trees, buildings, old walls, and bridges. It flies up to 180 miles, 300 kilometers, to its winter hibernation site in a cave or mine. This medium-sized, pig-nosed, pale bat tolerates a range of dry habitats, from grassland to scrubby desert and even the intense heat of California's Death Valley. It detects victims by the sounds they make, consuming beetles, crickets, spiders, centipedes, scorpions, lizards, and pocket mice. The pallid bat utters piercing directive cries audible to humans as it rallies, flying in groups to locate its roost in rocky outcrops, trees, or attics. The vampire bat is a strong flyer, yet it can also scuttle over the ground with amazing speed and agility, propped up on its forearms and back legs. From dusk it searches for a warm-blooded victim, such as a bird, tapir, or farm animal, even a seal or a human. The bat lands nearby, crawls closer, bites away any fur or feathers, and laps some 1 fluid ounce, 25 milliliters, of blood over 30 minutes, its saliva preventing clotting. This bat has a communal roost in a hollow tree, cave, mine, or old building, which it shares with hundreds of others.